Jackpot, jackpot, jackpot.
Canada.
My fellow Nigerians, can you tell me who you're living in this country?
Who do you want to leave your grandmother for?
Can you tell me who you expect to live and remain in this country? Where are you people running to?
Since you want to
Where are you all running to? Muyi Magana, Jekasoro, Kayiko, Ko, and you all are welcome to Let's Talk. Anyways, you're welcome to the Let's Talk show, and this is me, Blessing, your delectable host for today. And by my side, we have the original, the unfiltered, the raw, energetic queen, Lilian Lelega. Anyways,
Thank you so much for stopping by again today on this podcast show. We are happy to see you. God bless you
and your family.
Amen. Amen. Then we talk like tea, Mama.
Anyways, today we're talking about Jackpot versus Stay Back. Who is winning? So recently, there's been a lot of Jackpot stories on TikTok, on Instagram. Everybody's leaving the country, moving from one country to another. You literally see people in the place. Oh, come with me as I travel out to China. Oh, come with me as I relocate to the United States of America. What is going on? Lillian, what do you think is actually going on? Like,
what is going on is money. There is no money. Okay, there is money in Nigeria, right? But it is not in circulation. So it is in a carcass, right? So if you know the inner circle of where the money dey, you no go fit access the money, but when you're in a particular society, all you need to do is just work and you get paid, and you can easily be a middle class. So it's easier for me to just jackpot, and even if I'm a middle, even if I'm earning a minimum wage, I will still be living an average life, unlike when you're earning minimum wage in this country. So the fact that they say there is money in Nigeria, it is not in circulation. It is just with the very selected 10%, 20% few. So I'm not going to blame anybody that is jackbarring. Again, is the security here is bad. I'm not even trying to demarket Nigeria. Me and you know say na true. If it's sure for you, enter motor, they go Zamfara. Like, if you think I'm lying. I'm not saying you are going to, but try it like 10 times. Let's see what will happen. If you go, do toe fro, just try and, maybe we see how far. So the security, it's not just about going there to look for money. Some people who already have the money, who already have the establishment, are also living because it's not secured here. You can just walk out of your house and you are outside, and other people too who are suffering from the same poverty would collect your kidney and go and sell it to make money off of it, or kidnap you, and then the country itself does not they don't send you your justice now for your pockets. If you don't know who, now so your story go just vanish for the face of the air. See what is happening with the Dangote truck now. Shebi Ruth have died. My colleague's mother died the other day. Nothing will happen. Like, something will fucking happen to you in this country, and nothing will happen, because we live in a very classist society where if your papa no be politician, or no get mouth, forget it. If you get raped today, if you carry and go police station, nothing. So you need to be in a country where, especially for women, your rights is protected. And then you are sure that if you have children in this country, their own rights will be protected too. If they go school finish, say that wetin they want to do with this, provided they dey serious with their lives, there is higher chances that they will be successful. But if you're in Nigeria, if you know sabi person, you have to be corrupt or be in a position where you are siphoning money before you become successful. That's why I think it is advisable to japa. See, leave this country. Better leave this country. But don't be listening to Blessing. Better leave.
But I've never said anything. I've never said anything.
My money is not complete.
To Blessing.
My money is not
said
complete.
anything.
My money is not complete. That's why I'm still podcasting in this country. I'm still going to podcast in another country. Now make my money complete first.
Anyways, I really don't have issues with people jackbarring. And Here are some few reasons why I think people are leaving the country. First and foremost, let's talk about an actual skill. Yeah, if I'm to calculate by percentage as to people leaving the country, the reasons for leaving the country, I would say amongst the people leaving, like an average of 100%, only two people are leaving or probably jackbarring for, for in cases whereby, oh, they have a new job and they need to relocate, or they have the money and they feel like it's okay for the family to be in another country. But on the other scale of like about 98%, people are traveling or leaving the country for survival. People are traveling and leaving the country because there's no job in this country. And out there are better chances for them to get jobs. People are traveling and leaving this country because there's no value to our money anymore. When you buy something of 1,000 naira, it feels like you're having something of 5 naira. People are leaving this country because it's no longer secure. People are leaving this country because this country has no laws that is guiding people. Anything can happen. There's nothing that will happen. Like people will go scot free. People are leaving this country because they don't have like their talents, their sense of reasoning, what they have to offer is not appreciated in this country well enough. People are leaving this country because they want a better life for themselves that Nigerians cannot give. This country, Nigeria, has made it very uncomfortable and very uneasy for people to live in. A lot of negativity. Let's even talk about the businesses. Businesses are no longer surviving in this country. The high cost of living is crazy. How many businesses can you count within the last years leaving this country? So there's a rumor that ShopRite is actually packing up. I don't know
And
if you've heard
today,
about it.
Shoprite has
Good.
packed up since now.
ShopRite
People
will say,
just no, people just bought over the malls. Shoprite is no longer in Nigeria for since. Today you just know.
see my sister. Yes, say that ShopRite that will say a lot of
You
us
know,
go
the
go, one
Netflix
go
self
take
don't come
picture.
out.
And even they're not come out for Nigeria too.
Yes,
Let's say
Nigeria enter
I know
Ghana.
even they updated again.
They don't enter Ghana. You know why Netflix come out? You go buy one subscription. You and your family members go they use them. Why they no go come out? If na me be Spotify itself, I go shut down. You will buy Spotify 900 naira, you using it with 10 people. That's 90 naira per month. You people are too stingy in this country.
And yet, the government will have the guts to tell people to come back to the country. Come back to what country exactly? Are things okay in this country? Have you provided security? Have you provided jobs? Have you provided a country whereby people can live in happily? The resources you have in this country, have you used them well enough? People are only focused on oil. Do you know there are actually other resources that if you invest in can bring money to this country, develop this country properly? If our politicians don't even want divert the money for their own personal pocket. Nigeria is backwards in a lot of things. Should even talk about technology. Should even talk about our school system. But the crazy part is when the Nigerian students for a year come out go outside country, they do well for their school. So I don't even know if it's about the things that we teach or the fact that they learn under pressure. So by the time they get there, it's easier for them to just learn and just take over from other people.
No, the thing is, we have lecturers that are traumatized. All our lecturers, they need even you that is watching this podcast, you need therapy. So the thing is, Nigerians have this they have this mentality of as because I suffer get this thing, you self
You
supposed
go
suffer
suffer
get
get
am. You cannot just I can't just give it to you on a platter. Do you know how hard I had to work to get it? So in their own time, they had brutal lecturers, and now they want to pass it on to you so that you will not feel like it's given to you easy. You know, we glorify suffering so much in this country that you cannot just get something on a platter. You have to tell us how you did not sleep at night, how you burnt. It's possible for you to read for an exam 1 hour and go and write the exam and pass.
pass.
But then they make it seem like you're supposed to read for 1 week,
Days,
2 weeks. And then why should I do
ahead.
it? Why should I do it when the people that did it before me, I'm not seeing the physical manifestation of their burning night candle? Why should I burn night candle? I'd rather be an average student like I have always been in this country. I don't really care about coming out with a distinction because it's of no use to me. It's just me suffering. If I suffer finish, I go just come outside. It's just bragging rights. And again, it does something to you. It makes you, it gives you this sense of importance where you don't really be anything. You come out with first class for Nigeria. Now to bend down
You never
hustle like
you never hear
your follow.
when first class people they do POS. They go tell you, I mean, they go even tell
Your
who
first
your
class
first class help.
help.
Carry your first class go use and they
So
enter pole
that's
position.
how bad it is for us in this country. But then let's also not forget that there is an importance to being in this country. Like me, I'm an Igbo girl. I grew up in Anambra State. Most of my peer, my friends. Is it peer? No, be peer. Is it peer?
Peer group.
Peer. Is it peer or peer? Okay.
Peer group.
Most of most of my peer people that I grew up with, we had something in common. Even being in Lagos, sometimes when I remember it, I'll be like, hey, I wish I'll just go back to work. I wish I'll go back to the old time sake. So your heritage is something that you would always want to embrace. If this country was beautiful, we have beautiful culture, we have good food, we have good music. Our
We
parties
actually
are
do
the
have good music.
best.
We
Yeah,
actually do have
our
good
parties are
music.
the fucking best. Like,
Nightlife in Lagos. Don't play.
wow, we have vibe. Like, we have mother's vibe.
In any country we go to, Nigerians are always
So
leading.
if you leave this country and you go to another country, you will still be feeling that
You need to
that
come back
that
home.
vacuum. You want to, you be feeling that vacuum. Only let's go on by you. Like, who, where you go, they chop abacha. Oh, they boy, like, if you even see where to eat the abacha, it will be expensive. So we have things that can actually make our life happy. But sometimes pleasure, putting aside pleasure, can also help your life, right? So some people, what they do is they do jakbada eventually. So maybe when they jakba
Make
and
the
they
money
get
and then come back
they
and
get
invest
a
in the
certain
country.
level of satisfaction, of success. Maybe they have a PhD, they have something substantial, and then they come back to Nigeria. They can decide to invest in agriculture, do something, sustainability, energy. This energy that just came out, all those sustainability energy, renewable energy, those things. So they introduce new things to us, and then they will now start making money off
Of
of
us
what they learned from the abroad that they went
going
to.
to.
And you also get respected. We live in a very colorist country where once you have an accent, it's going. So you need to go to abroad and go and get your own accent. So you don't have accent like me. Because if you hear my accent, you're gonna say, I never passed Benin Republic before. So it's a thing. And as much as our government is bad, we're still not going to remove the social factor, which is the very sad thing. Because imagine having all your friends in different parts of the world, like you don't even know if you ever see them again until they die, and because of bad governance. But then, even at that, even with what you get and what you stand to miss, I still think that you should japa. And I think the question was, are they winning? Yes, they are winning. The japa people are winning. They are depressed, but they are winning. You have to choose one. Do you want to win or do you want to be depressed? So, and you can also be in Lagos going for parties and you are still depressed. Those music that you used to hear in clubs is not going to heal you. It's not therapy. After dancing, you still go home and face your reality. So it's better for you to go to abroad and grind the grind and come back than to be in this country and hoping that it gets better.
But have you noticed that majority of people are jackpot or they're also coming back to the country? So
That's
if
the
I'm
jackpot that I'm saying now.
no, they're not coming back because they've been successful out there and they're coming back to invest. Some of the stories I've seen on TikTok, on Instagram are like, oh, I know people will be laughing me that, oh, she left the country and came back with nothing. But yes, I came back with life and I'm
Please
here
pass
to
me my lip
invest,
gloss.
and stuff like that. So Lina said you should not listen to me. Oh. I don't know why you, but this is what I have to say. On a scale of 100%, I would give Jackpot 50 and still give Stay Back 50. So now this is the thing. If you know that everything is going really good for you in this country, if you know that you're like the job you're currently doing right now is paying you so well, because I've seen situations whereby people are doing so well in this
The
country.
job will pay you so well and they will kidnap you and then they will collect your kidney.
How
Let me
many
know.
how many people have they kidnapped so far?
How will you know when there is no justice system?
Then what makes you think that you have a good job and they will kidnap you? In as much as there's kidnapping in this country quite well, but that doesn't necessarily mean that because you solely have a good job and
No,
you're
I'm not
paying
saying
good,
I'm not
and then
saying they will kidnap you because you have a good job. What I'm trying to say is that your good job is not going to guarantee your security.
And you
That's what
think
I'm
even
saying.
living out there will guarantee your security?
It guarantees your security
What
more.
makes you think it guarantees your security
I know they
more?
like this kind of argument. I
No,
know they
no,
like
no,
them.
no,
Which
tell
one
me,
is
no,
what makes me think?
no,
It is
see,
crystal clear.
guy, no be matter of say na argument. I just want to know your point. How you take dey crystal clear?
Say, how many Fulani herdsmen dey America?
Oh, you
No
never, you
talk
never, you
now.
never hear racism where they kill people. Even for South Africa, here where we say we neighbors, Africa,
I'm
they're
not
not
referring to
us.
South Africa. South Africa
No.
na Japa. Person wey dey South
You see,
Africa
you
follow
see
for
your
the
life.
Japa.
Jack,
I'm referring to people that went to country, good country.
so South Africa no be good country. Jackpa, as long as you know be Nigeria, I know be outside. Even Benin Republic self na Jackpa, no be Nigeria e be.
So people wey dey Ghana sef
na
follow
Jackpa.
Japa.
My sister Jackpa na Jackpa.
Anyway,
So the fact that you feel unsafe in this country doesn't necessarily mean when you live there you would also feel safe. It's not a guarantee. But the whole idea is their security system there is better off compared to that of Nigeria. So all I'm saying is if you have a very good paying job here in this country, like you have a very, very good paying job here in this country and you're doing well for yourself, the only reason why I think you should want to jackpot is maybe you're just going for vacation or you just want to change environment. But if you're trying to you're trying to jackpot because you feel like you want to sell all your property, but you know you're doing really well here in this country and jackpot to go and start all over your again to start your life all over again. I just feel like it's very, very it's just senseless. It's just waste of time. Me, if I have something doing really good, I'm making very good money for myself and I'm well established here in this country. The only reason why I want to jackpot will be because I want to go and have fun, see the world, travel around, have different food, just tour the world. But now when we say me I never have my still dey broke, yeah. And with the kind of job
you
wey me
dey
I
talk
dey
this thing
do,
because say you dey Lagos.
why you dey talk
You're
like
saying
this?
You're saying this thing because you're
Yeah,
in
when you
Lagos.
have your own opinion, yeah. I did not erupt your opinion. I did not see that. I did not let you feel like, oh, your opinion doesn't make sense. So you shouldn't feel the same way about my opinion. That's why it's called choice.
Is that why
This
you're
is how
changing
I
it
feel.
for me?
No, this is not even changing it for you. This is how I feel. Yeah. And like I said, like me now, where I still dey try hustle, I never make money. And the kind person where I be, yeah, and the kind person where I be again, I be mixologist. So my job not really to get value here for this country. I no say no not e get value, but the amount of value you get outside the country dey more than the amount of value wey you get here. So even if I decide say okay I wan push my mixologist and I go outside the country, e go benefit me better off. And not again tax for this country. If you compare the tax for this country compared there, the tax over there is really, really, really fucking crazy. It's high.
Because you're earning
But the best thing is people are earning really, really good. Yeah? People are earning really, really good. And let me say the summary of this. If you're living well and you're doing good for yourself and you have a good paying job, I see no reason why you should jackpot. The only reason why you should jackpot is to go and have fun, tour the world and come back. Except you're not doing so well for yourself and you think that the country is limiting you or not allowing you to express what you really, really have in mind to do. And you feel like out there is a better option. Why not? Please jackpot. If you have the money, jackpot. If you have the money to live a better life and you don't feel comfortable living in Nigeria, please jackpot. So to me, it's a 50-50. Nobody's winning, nobody's losing. Jackpot, they win. Stay back, they win. Jackpot, they lose. Stay back, they lose. It's a 50-50 thing for me.
me. I think you should. See, I'm not referring to lapo babies, nepo babies here. I'm referring to what they call them. People where they do as they do me. You already know what to do. You already know. But I think you should. Even if you japa and come back, if you have a good paying job and be rest assured that there are some of our fathers had good paying jobs in the 90s and look at your life now. Do you get? So the fact that you have a good paying job does not mean that your generation is going to benefit from it. And this tax thing that she's saying now, have you people seen the new tax reform that is going to start in 2026? It is better for you. It is better for you to be paying tax that is in alignment with the job that you are doing. At least if I dey work, I dey see work, make dem collect tax. But this one, see food chop, they still dey collect tax on top your head. Make it make sense, right? So they don't even have any right. They're not even supposed to be taxing. At least if Oyibo collect tax from you, you go see the money. And I'm not going to say japa it guarantees success. It just depends on your hard work. You cannot go there and sit down and expect manna to fall from heaven. But as opposed to Nigeria, you can be hardworking and you still not make anything out of it. You get? If you japa and you work hard, you have higher tendencies of making it than when you are in this country and you work hard. Our hard work does not pay in this country. What pays is street smartness is what pays, or your nepotism, or your connection, or if you are very lucky to be in a very good network of people. That's what I have to say.
Anyways, guys, what do you think? Let's know in the comment section if you are on the jackpot side or if you are on the stay back side. But before we log out, I have something to say. Let's take for instance, you're working in an oil company. You're working in an oil company that pays you really, really good money. Would you still want to jackpot? Like jackpot, like
By
fucking
good money, you mean how much?
Lily, I'm talking to the audience.
Okay, no, we
So
giving
now,
them
so
amounts
wait,
that we are
calm
talking
down.
of in good.
Calm
Like when
down.
you mean
The
good
fact that
money,
a certain amount of level of money doesn't sound good to you doesn't mean it's not good enough for other people.
how much are we talking?
No,
Okay, what is good money?
calm down.
Oh
Lily,
God,
please.
somebody
See,
is earning 1 million naira in this country, and they think they are earning good money.
Lily, that is your opinion. You think 1 million is not a good money. That is to you. Other people have a different opinion of how much they earn and how it feels to them. So if people feel that, oh, I'm earning 1 million, it's good enough for me. What is your saying that? Do you understand?
Mm.
And you expect me to specify on the amount. No, now I can't specify on the amount of, oh, how much good money you need to make in an oil company for you to remain in the country or not. Some people still have make like in millions, 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 thousands of millions a year and still want to jackpot. But this is what I feel. If you are having a good working job and it pays you so well, then there's no point of jackpotting. I still stand to the same thing. So if you think 1 million naira is not a big deal, no problem. That is what you think. But for other people, 1 million naira may be like a big deal. But one thing with 1 million naira is when you start earning 1 million naira, you realize that you want to start earning more. When you start earning 2 million naira, you understand that you want to start earning more. So at any point in stage of your life that you are and you have a certain amount of money you're earning, it's cool. Then when you surpass that stage, you want to earn more. And when you want to earn more, you have to go higher. So there's no big deal about that. So if they see 1 million as small money, you don't miss another person they see am as small money. It's just the mindset and how people see perceive money to be.
Okay, just like they say, money does not bring happiness. I want to japa. Maybe when I japa, I will now be able to relate to what people are
And
saying.
nobody's stopping you from jackbarring now.
Okay, we have a dilemma. Dear Talk Team, I honestly don't know if I made the right choice or not, and I need to hear what others think. One of my closest friends jackpot to the UK last year. At first, it looks like she was living the dream. Snow pictures, new accents, cheers to a fresh air. But now, whenever we talk, all I hear is complaints, high bills, working back to back shifts, barely having time for herself, and loneliness is killing her. She even admitted that if not for pride, she would have come back to Nigeria. Meanwhile, I stay here in Lagos. Life is not easy, no stable light, fuel wahala, insecurity everywhere. And sometimes I feel like this country is just designed to frustrate young people. But at least I have my family around. I run my small business and I can attend O1 and I feel connected to home. So my question is this: between my friend abroad struggling in silence and me here facing Nigeria's daily madness, who is really winning? Now you they ask.
They ask me, ah, to me, I don't think any of them is winning. The most important thing that both of them are struggling. I don't think there has to be a winner when it comes to struggling. You're just struggling differently. That is what I feel. You both
Exactly.
are struggling. There's no
It's
winner
not a
or who is living the
competition.
best
It's not a
life.
competition. The two of them are struggling. But who has higher tendencies of escaping the struggle quicker? Who do you think that in 10 years' time they will look back and say, it paid off, it paid off?
I still don't get because
Who
to
did,
me,
between the two of them, who you think say he go look back
see,
in
I
10
know if
years
you
and
tell
be
you
like,
say between the two of them,
this thing
one
where I
person
do
go
pay
look
me
back.
oh.
I know if you tell you say between the two of them, one person go look back, say, this thing what I do, lie. It's still a matter of preference on how you decide to work on your goals. And sometimes even goals say no, they pay. Sometimes if you be saying just luck, you go just luck, just bounce one deal, like you go just give you money, you go just make am. The girl wey dey Nigeria, if you just dey bounce one deal now, she go just make am. You know, get me with fire, she don't make am. The one wey sit there, abroad, they try struggle to put herself together. So I don't even think it's a matter of competition or which one has the best
So
prospects.
it takes luck for you to make it
I
in
didn't say it
Nigeria.
takes luck. Not, I did not say it takes luck. I'm just giving instances. And even outside there, luck happens whether in Nigeria or not in Nigeria. But I'm only telling you that I cannot give a definition or give an average or give you a timeline or give you, oh, based on statistics, I think the one in outside country has more prospect of living better off later in the future than the one in the country. The most important thing that both of them are literally struggling, but different struggles, different kind of struggles.
Can a poor person make it in Nigeria without connection?
Can a poor person make
Make
it
it
in
in Nigeria
Nigeria
without connection.
without connection? This question is very tricky because it's a matter of yes and no for me. But yes, no has a higher percentage than the yes. Yes, because literally in Nigeria, everything is connection. Yeah. Once you have the mindset, you have the right business. And even sometimes some people may have the right business, and if they don't have the right connections, it never passes through.
You do not get the question. Can a poor person make it in Nigeria without connection? And you're still mentioning connection. We don't come out connection from the equation.
I understood the question. And I said it's a chance of yes or no. So I'm trying to give you reasons why it's a yes and why it's a no.
Okay.
You don't cut it and I won't talk. Which I
No,
want
no,
to
no, no,
don't
no.
fly
You
from
were
my
saying
head.
something and you were like without connect, and we've already established the fact that there is no connection attached.
It has to do with explaining why I think it's possible and not possible. That's why I started the conversation with, oh, it's a matter of no and yes for me, but yes has a higher chance. So I was trying to like explain to you why I think yes has a higher chance and no doesn't have a higher chance, or this. But it don't fly more from my head. So maybe you should just answer the question.
I feel like if you're in a country where things are systematically working, like it has worked over time, you can pick up, like you can pick, and you get to a point. So in Nigeria now, if they say make Dangote, make everybody return their money, make all of us start afresh, or let everybody's connection be taken away from them for us to all everybody should hustle on a level ground. You realize that you need to work, even when you work twice as hard, it's still not guaranteed. So when it comes to connection in Nigeria, it's a thing of luck. And you know luck is 1% over 100. But in if you travel, if you japa, you can say, okay, if I do this so course and I start this so job and I do very well in it, I can, I can start making something for myself. I can become somebody, right? And then it works for you. But in Nigeria, you can do all those things and you are nothing will come out of it, because nobody is going to tell you, I go and meet this person, I tell them I all thanks to the internet. The only saving grace that I know is internet, YouTube. People are making money off of social media, influence and all those ones. But I'm outside of the technological content creation thing that just started liberating our youth from poverty. Every other thing you cannot pull through without connection. Even if you get the job, you're still going to be sulking until you are connected to the right people in that same office that will show you that this is the way.
Okay, I have a question for you personally. Yeah, between Nigeria and outside the country, which do you think has the highest chance for people to like hustle and make it ASAP ASAP?
Hustle and make it ASAP ASAP. Obviously, if you're outside of the country, your success rate is higher. In fact, a 21-year-old person abroad is already thinking of getting married, and a 40-year-old man here wants you to reason with him.
You think it's that easy to just
I'm
go
not
outside the
saying I
country
did
and
not
just
say it
so
is
you know
easy.
you are right. I'm not
I
saying
did
that you're
not say
not
it is
right.
easy, but if you put in the efforts that
Okay,
people in Alaba market are putting in when
okay.
you japa, you are
You
still you are going to make you are going to like
see, you're right, but there's also a different perspective, and this is my perspective. Yeah,
okay.
it's easy to make money out there, especially when you have handwork. But it's yeah in Nigeria. Nigeria is street. You may be broke, and it is easy for you to like sell pure water. It is easy for you to like go Yaba market now, hustle, start to the hustle, they pick up from the scratch.
Please
It
let
is
me have
easy for
water.
you to like, you know, enter street, hustle, even if you don't get the business. If you do one boy, make it for see like one or two, one or two, so make you stay guide. That is my own perspective. So I won't tell you that it is easier outside the country than it's easier in the country. I will still tell it to you like it's a 50-50 thing. Like now, living outside the country, maybe you're just getting to the country new. You need to have a skill to survive there, or you need to have a level of like knowledge in your job. But person may not get skill, we not get anything. If you know, just go outside country survive.
People that are earning minimum wage in the
You're
in
not get.
outside of the country are surviving,
Can,
and you don't need a skill to work minimum wage.
anyways, that is your opinion, and I'm not disputing your opinion. But for me, people that have no skill, people that have no job, it's easier for them to work here in Nigeria because they can just wake up one morning and go out there and hustle, do one boyo, or just pick up
Can
pure
a
water
normal
or
person
sell. I'm talking about, see,
make
this
it
is
abroad without overworking themselves and having someone to help them, or help them at first, like
without
somebody?
overworking them. No, they can't. They can't make it abroad without overworking themselves. I've,
Yes, you
I've heard of
can't.
people work 5 jobs in a day. People barely sleep outside the country because you need to be on your toes. You have to work hard. You need to make, see, literally living outside the country. If your work percent here is like 2%, when you leave the country, it has to be like 100% because if you don't work, you know go chop. If you're not working like for different companies in a matter of hours, guy, that money where they find, you know go see am. That money, that leverage wey dey find say you wan hustle, you wan make am, you no go find, except say maybe you don dey work for Nigeria here already and your job come say okay make you kukuma go dis country go do one retreat or so that one dey different. But you see say you japa and you wan go another country, you wan come go dey chill, dey relax without hustling or without being on your toes like 10 times or 100 times more than when you're in the country here, it's a very big lie. And it will keep you so motivated to the point that the only thing you'll be thinking of is how to make it, how to survive, how to earn. You barely have time for yourself, and you might even barely have time to keep friends. Because the little time you have to spend it trying to make money. So at the end of the day, over there is all about making money. You can barely have time that, oh, I want to have fun. But here in Nigeria, you can still want to make money and still want to have time to chill and have fun and hang out with your friends. But literally over there, the mindset is, I need to make money. Money, 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 money. I need to make money to live and to survive. So I'll tell you for sure that it's very, very hard for you to find a normal person to stay out there without hustling as twice as it is here in the country.
Okay, if you say so, if you say so, but me, I feel like if you go to a foreign land, you can make friends. If you go to a foreign land, it's natural for you to struggle, and over time, things start getting better, and then you start adapting. It's a natural human thing for you to adapt. And the good thing I like about Japa is that at least if you dey struggle, you go dey see where you dey struggle put. If you go Onipa and you go see all those Ikorodu people, they go stand for BRT, they wait for BRT. In the morning, they go still stand for wetin dem dey call am garage. They dey wait for BRT, go carry them go work, still carry them come back. They've been doing it for the past 15 years, 35 years, retirement, and nothing to show for it. But at least in Obodo Ibo, if you struggle, it will get to a point it starts getting softer. I'm not saying that there's anywhere that it's easier, right? You might be in a society where they are antisocial, they are racist, but there is no way everybody there will be racist. After all, in Nigeria, we're also tribalistic amongst ourselves. If you want to find house, your landlord will say you are Igbo, I'm not going to give you a house. So if you dey cry say Oyibo people dey racist, we sef know we dey tribalistic for where we dey live. We are even also classist. In fact, boy girl wey dey light skinned and girl wey dey brown skinned, they don't treat them the same way. So I think we should also look at those factors. And what I'm looking at is time. I feel like time is a factor in life. And with Nigeria, you cannot work with time. But in abroad, you can set time. You can set long-term goals. You can set time. The only constraint I see is that the money that is required for you to travel abroad, the people who need the traveling do not even have it. You get, and sometimes when they have it, they don't find it very easy. Imagine having 30 million naira and then your mind will not be telling you, ah, why not start business with this money? Oh, chai. If I start business with this money, oh, chai. Until you want to import something from China, they will knock you importation tariff wey no good. You go know say if you just carry that money go first, you know. And again, is what of your children, health care. You don go loot lately, you go loot, you go stand. Oh God, you don't want to know what is happening in the medical field. If you how many What's the name of that hospital in Lekki, that private hospital?
Evercare.
How many people can afford Evercare? Everybody's going to loot. You get? And the reason why it seems like some people abroad are broke, I feel like it is, when you are inside sugar, you lose the taste of sweetness. You are there, so you don't know what it feels like. That is why it seems like Igbo people are doing numbers in Lagos. It's not because the Lagosians are not hustling as well. It is because these ones, they came as immigrants just like Indian people in America. They came as immigrants, so they did not come here to have fun. They came here to find money. So they do it with their blood and sweat. You cannot compare it with an American who was born in America. Waiting that one, no. They have not tested. Now who they come from penury, now they hustle. If you're not coming from penury, so that's why they are indisciplined. That's why they do anyhow. That's why they end up broke. It doesn't, that one, you not blame the system. You blame their personality for it. So me, it's true that the people abroad are overworking, but at least as you are overworking, you go dey see light at the end of the tunnel. But for here, if luck does not shine on you, if corruption does not favor you, Oyo is your case. At the end of the day, you retire to your children giving you money until you die.
Anyways, is what it is today for this podcast. So I still stand on my ground. Jackpot and stay back is a 50-50 for me. There is no winner and there is no loser. It all depends on how you benefit from either of them. If you're benefiting from staying back, oh, beautiful. If you're benefiting from leaving the country or jackpot, oh, beautiful. I still stand on the fact that it's a 50-50.
I am of the opinion that if you if you are in a position where you know that the nepotism, the corruption, the contact, the networking, the everything that people do to make money in Nigeria does not favor you, the only resort is to japa. If you want to japa that one now, you know you are coming back with a level of, you don't get more money for your pocket. So now you can now come back and build the country that you want. But that japa, when you are nobody, when you are the child of a nobody, when you are struggling, when you are drowning, when you know nobody's coming to save you, I think japa is still it. So I'm going to give staying in this country 30%. I am referring to a demography of people. I am not talking about everybody. I did not say if you are a Nepo baby, please shift first. I'm not referring to you. Thank you.
Anyways, thank you for joining us on today's podcast. We love you all. Don't forget to like, share, comment, follow. In fact, follow, and stay tuned for the next episode because we are going to be giving to you back to back. Hot. Thank you. Mwah.